Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and everyone in between. I'm Amanda.
And I'm Emily, if my mic doesn't want to keep dropping.
And we are continuing the infectious madness of Dr. Dekker.
Yes.
Now, I noticed something. We do not have Lacey or Jasmine back, but we do have this guy, Professor Warwick. So do you want to start with him, or do you want to go back to the usual suspects?
Oh my gosh, that's the husband from Contradiction.
Oh, yeah! The one who somehow managed to get, a few beautiful women to fall in love with him. But anyway.
Yeah, let's start with Warwick.
Okay. Who are you?
Professor Warwick, I'm a physicist. Where's Dr. Dekker?
Dekker is dead.
Is he really? Actually dead? Not a worthy adversary after all, then.
Who do you think you are, like Professor Moriarty?
You are an intellectual, you are a genius. That's
Dekker,
who you are, man.
Dekker was your adversary.
Dr. Dekker challenged me. He tried to use my theories against me. Quantum theories.
What theories? Oh, I was trying to see what book he had, but...
Do you really want to know? Dekker's eyes used to glaze over whenever we talked about that. He didn't believe in quantum physics. As if it's something that you can optionally believe in. Well, it started with an experiment.
What was the experiment?
Have you heard of quantum suicide, Doctor?
I've heard of Quantum, the game studio.
Oh, look, he's got a whiskey, just like the dad in the other game, or the husband in the other game.
Yeah.
In Contradiction, that's the name of the game.
What do you think? Yes or no? Because I feel like
No.
he's dying
He's
to
dying to
explain
explain
to
it.
He is
Yeah.
dying. Oh, cheers. I don't have a glass, but...
Water. Cheers.
Quantum suicide is a thought experiment that tries to explain the many worlds theory. You're looking at me blankly. I can see that you don't understand. I knew you wouldn't. Alternate universes. Essentially, if I were to shoot myself, then in some alternate universe, I'd still be alive. Now imagine if I could actually choose that universe. I'm taking a product off a supermarket shelf. Well, I simply applied that logic to something different.
It's like the multiverse that the Loki series is talking about.
Is it? I've never seen Loki. I'm sick of the whole Disney machine, frankly, so, don't even explain it to me.
Okay. Well, it's basically it's basically turned into what the comics already have done with the multiple universes. Okay.
Okay.
What did you apply that logic to?
Gambling. I set up an experiment whereby I would visit a casino and place a very large bet at a roulette table. Now, I would always bet on odd. Now, the results of this particular experiment were mundane. I won as many times as you would expect according to the laws of probability. But then, I changed a parameter.
What parameter did you change? I bet he's going to say gambling because, it's statistics or whatever that he could probably go up against. But yeah, we'll figure it out after. We'll ask him later. What parameter did you change?
Quantum suicide required a loss of life to make it a realistic thought experiment. So I simply upped the stakes. Now, every time I bet on odd, I would place everything I had on that one spin of the wheel, and it worked. Well, for a while.
Why gambling?
Why not gambling? My wife Vanessa left me for a neurosurgeon. She emptied our entire combined wealth into her barrister's wallet. I needed more money. Physics provided me with a solution.
Physics or statistics?
Why did the experiment stop working?
Dr. Dekker killed it, and I can't get it back.
What did Dekker kill?
Well, my theory, quantum gambling. If the stakes are high enough, you will win every time by simply shifting your consciousness into that branch that wins. It's tricky, but it can be done. Dr. Dekker didn't like that. He saw me becoming rich and powerful, and he hated that. That's why he proffered the hangman's paradox.
Did Dekker hate the rich and powerful?
I don't think he... I mean, it doesn't sound like he was... He would hate Claire in that instance.
Right.
I don't think he hated Claire.
I don't think so either.
I think he was wanted to use Claire. I don't think he was motivated by money.
No.
So do you want to
some
ask...
communist, like, idealism? That doesn't sound like it. Unless he
No.
was.
Why would Dekker hate you becoming rich and powerful, or do you want to ask the other two questions?
Let's ask the third. Why would Dekker hate you?
Honestly? Well, I think he feared quantum physics. He didn't like things being explained in terms of science. Almost as if he'd have preferred chaos.
So Alderby did get to Dekker.
Ah. At least that's what we think.
Yeah, because initially, Bryce was talking about control.
Right.
He said he had set us all up like dominoes, but we fell in
Dekker's
different
Cthulhu.
directions.
Dekker is Cthulhu.
You think he's Cthulhu?
He's a god. He sets things up for chaos. Humans create order.
But it sounded like Dekker was an agent of order and then became an agent of chaos. That's my interpretation of this, at least.
Anyway, let's ask about his wife.
Tell me about your wife.
We were married for 14 years, 7 months, and 3 days. Vanessa couldn't have children. At least that's what she told me. She grounded me in reality. I'm not complaining. It's probably what I needed. But part of me always thought that one day I'd achieve immortality through science and we'd be... It wasn't to be, though.
You'd be what, though?
Did it bother you that she couldn't have children, or what's the hangman's paradox?
Let's ask about the children first.
Did it bother you that did it bother you that you couldn't have children?
Well, yes, it bothered me. Especially now that I find out that she's pregnant. Oh, no, it wasn't a rocket scientist that was required, but a brain surgeon, it seems. I have considered putting that neurosurgeon onto his darkest timeline. But I'm not a killer, it would seem.
It would seem you're not a killer.
What's the hangman's paradox?
Well, imagine a judge sentences you to death. Now, it will be Monday or Tuesday next week. But it will be a surprise. Well, which day do you think you'll be executed?
Okay, this is where statistics comes in.
It's 50-50.
Yeah, it's 50-50. What do you want to say?
Tuesday.
Tuesday.
Well, it can't be Tuesday, because if you're still alive on Monday at midnight, then you know you'll be executed on Tuesday, so it won't be a surprise. Conversely, it can't be Monday either, because, well, you'll be expecting it to be Monday by deduction. Hence, a paradox. Dr. Dekker tricked me.
Sorry, what were you going to say?
I forgot.
I'm trying to think how this would ruin it. So he said that he just puts his conscience in a universe where his gambling will always win.
But then also put the neurosurgeon on a dark timeline.
Okay, let's just ask him. How did Dekker trick you?
That's all we can ask him.
He told me that sometime in the future I would lose a bet, that I would lose all of my money. Now, this didn't seem likely because I had quantum gambling on my side and it was working. But he unnerved me. He made me doubt myself. And then it happened. Recently, I lost everything that I'd managed to build up since Vanessa left me.
Well, that's just how statistics works, though. Every time, it will always even out 50-50. If you do things, you know, if you flip a coin like 100,000 times, Or it doesn't matter how often you flip it, you will always eventually reach a 50-50 point.
Yeah, but eventually.
Yeah, eventually.
Yeah.
What were you doing on Valentine's night?
I was at a fundraiser for a charity called Mind Stretch Outreach. Don't know how I got roped into that, I can't remember. But it was full of very clever children with bizarre outlooks on life. And Jaya. It was Jaya who asked me to go.
What was
About children.
Children have bizarre things. So maybe that's the psychokinesis thing she was talking about.
The child that Claire was talking to, maybe?
What if Jay is the cult leader?
Ah.
Anyway, what's Mind Stretch Outreach?
It's full of poor kids with very capable minds. I did give them a talk on quantum tunneling once, and they loved it. Not sure it'll put dinner on the table for any of them, though.
What's quantum tunneling?
Oh, you're going to have to Google that, Doctor, I'm afraid. I'm not a walking Wikipedia. I'd love to tell you, but I am paying you by the hour. Maybe look up Schrödinger's cat whilst you're there.
Okay. Everything is quantum with this guy.
Well, he is a physicist.
Yeah, but there's quantum. What does quantum even mean? I'm Googling it.
Right. How well do you know Jaya?
Oh, she's Dr. Dekker's lovely assistant. I imagine she's your lovely assistant now. Yeah, she always smiles and makes me a cup of tea before a session. That smile. Which reminds me, my session. Can we talk about my problem now?
Yes, let's.
Okay, quantum is a discrete quantity of energy proportional in magnitude to the frequency of the radiation it represents. It's also a required or allowed amount, especially an amount of money legally payable in damages.
Gotcha.
All right.
All right, let's talk about your problem now.
I'm not a gambler, Doctor. I'm a scientist. I need more money. It's true I've run out of money for my research. An opportunity has arisen.
What research?
Quantum gambling. It's a pet project. It's got nothing to do with work. But if I don't have significant amounts of money to lose, then there won't be enough jeopardy for the experiment to work.
Well, isn't that just convenient for you? What opportunity has arisen?
A very wealthy group of individuals have offered to pay me a very large sum of money if I attend their next private soiree. They don't want a talk or anything like that. They want a practical demonstration.
Yep, it's a bunch of rich cultists.
What sort of practical demonstration?
They'll pay me £1 million if I can successfully survive 6 rounds of Russian roulette. Now, I am worried because of what Dr. Dekker said, but, well, I can't help but thinking that the stakes are so high I can't possibly lose. What do you think, Doctor? Should I take them up on their offer?
Wait a minute. If my recollection of the movie Clue is worth anything, I should say, it's that there are always 6 rounds and a gun.
Yeah.
There was 1 shot at Mr. Body in the study, 2 for the chandelier, 2 at the lounge door, and 1 for the singing telegram.
That's not 6.
1 plus 2 plus 2 plus 1.
There was only 1 shot that got the chandelier. That's 1 plus 2 plus 1 plus 1.
Even if you were right, that would be 1 plus 1 plus 2 plus 1, not 1 plus 2 plus 1 plus 1.
Okay, fine. 1 plus 2 plus 1. Shut up!
The only way that he could win would be if the gun was never loaded.
That's true. That is very true. Who do you work for? I'm going to ask that before we get to burst his bubble, if you will.
Yeah.
Who do you work for?
Well, the Ministry of Defense, of course. Guns aren't going to win the next war. Quantum physics is.
All right, are we saying no?
Yes, I know.
Based off of what clues? That's 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 2 plus 1 plus 1.
1 plus 2 plus 1 plus 1.
Plus 1. All right, no, don't take the offer.
No. No, I suppose you're right. In a darker timeline, you probably said yes, and I'm dead now. I earn good money where I work. How do I stop losing it?
Stop gambling.
I take your point. But I suppose to decide whether to continue gambling or to stop gambling is a gamble within itself, isn't it? Well, my time is up. Will we be having another session or... No, don't answer that. It'll turn you into a gambler like me. Infectious. Isn't it?
What an apt choice of words.
When they say the title of the game or reference the title of the game in the game. All right, Mr. Nathan. We have heard so... Oh, no, we've already spoken to Nathan.
I was going to say, what?
What am I doing? We just spoke to him. All right, do you want to talk to Mariana?
Yeah, let's talk to Mariana.
Do you know anything about the paper spike?
Dr. Dekker used to put my checks on that thing. I guess someone thought they weren't getting value for money.
You mentioned checks?
I
How
actually
they spell
don't have
checks.
a lot of money. Sometimes a therapy check would bounce, but Dr. Dekker would be okay with it. Oh, my checks are fine though, don't worry.
Do you have money problems?
I'm not broke. Men buy me drinks at bars though. Sometimes I'll get away with not paying at restaurants. Isn't that how it is for everybody?
Okay, you said you don't drink.
Yeah. And
We've already-
I don't know about you, but I have never gotten away with walking away from the check at a restaurant.
No.
I've never tried. It's never been offered to me.
No. I will say once I did get away with not paying for something at a grocery store, but I came back the next day and paid it back. That was a specific circumstance, though. I was cooking dinner for someone who could only eat halal meat, so I found a halal butcher, and they only took cash. But I didn't have cash on me, so he just said, okay, don't worry about it, just come back tomorrow with it.
That is incredibly trusting of that person.
Yeah, and I did, so.
I think the one time... Okay, so... Actually, I won't share that story. Never mind. Go ahead.
Okay. Okay. Do you often go to bars and restaurants? Because I think she's manipulative.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
I mainly like drive-thrus. I don't like crowds, and I find it difficult to stay in the same place for too
Bullshit.
long. I guess I'm a fidget.
You dislike crowds but visit nightclubs?
Crowds at nightclubs and bars are different. The lights are dim. You can slink around without attracting too much attention.
Oh, she is so full of herself. She thinks, oh, everyone stares at me wherever I go. Alright. Why slink?
Sometimes I'll kiss a guy in a club, and then he just follows me. Wherever I go. It's creepy. I don't want everyone seeing that.
Okay, we're going to go into like gray territory here.
Yeah.
There is nothing wrong with saying kissing someone and then saying no, it's not working out. And if he's not taking a message, he's not taking a message.
But you have to tell him, though.
Yes.
Or her, or whomever it is.
Yes. Where do people follow you? Well, oh yeah, I guess that's true. If he's following you around in the club and then you just walk, and that's one thing. But if he's following you around outside, that's another.
Yeah.
Okay. Where do people follow you?
They follow me. Wherever I go. Anywhere. Where do you think they follow me, Doctor?
Oh, well. Mariana wants me to guess where people are following her. What happens after they follow her? Why does she want me to guess these things? What happens after people follow you?
It depends where they follow me. If they follow me home, they bang on the door for an hour or so, then leave. Other places, they just disappear. I don't see them again.
What do you mean they disappear? Is Bryce helping her out?
So this may sound kind of weird, but she looks kind of like Nathan.
That is me.
It's not mean. It's like, are they brother and sister? Or the actors?
No. I don't know.
I don't know. Like, her expression looking down, it's like, she kind of looked a lot like Nathan.
Oh, I guess. I mean, yeah, I guess that's true. What do you mean they disappear?
Is she a siren?
They don't just disappear into thin air. I think they return to the place I found them. But I've not run into the same person twice.
Before you mentioned something beautiful.
You've got a good memory, Doctor. Let's talk dreams. Sometimes I'll dream about a light. Deep in the ocean somewhere. I head towards it because it's warm and glowing like a beacon. And when I'm at the bottom, it's the most beautiful thing. Like a welcoming sun. Like I'm home. And then I wake up.
Cold.
Why a beacon?
It's so beautiful. Calls me. It's like I'm in a trance. What does the dream mean, Doctor?
Mariana's dream could mean many things. A metaphor for her current issues, or searching for something, or maybe she's making it up. Let's ask how she is today.
Yeah.
I'm okay. Thanks for asking. It's rent day, and I always feel a little blue on rent day.
What's rent? How can you not know what rent day is?
It's the day you have to pay your rent. I'm sorry,
Rent day
sorry,
is
Mr.
the day
Doctor.
I pay rent to my landlady.
Have you had any more blackouts?
I've had no blackouts, and I haven't been to the beach since our last session. But I think I will today. Do you want to come with me to the beach?
Maybe someone should come with you to the beach, or do you want to ask one of the other three?
Maybe someone should come with you to the beach.
Doctor, I think you're getting a little anxious. If you ever wanted to visit the beach, you can just turn up. It's not mine.
All right. I want to be careful here because we were able to ask Bryce a bunch of questions when this came up, but I, want to be sure.
You never know. I would say maybe it's made up because she is a liar.
I don't think so.
I think she's a liar.
I mean, yeah, she's a liar, but I don't think she's lying about that.
But what if she gets defensive?
What do you mean?
If you call her a liar, then she'll probably say, that's not true, blah, 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 and talk more.
I don't know, because she's been clammy. She's clammed up quite a few times with us.
Mm-hmm. I still say it's made up, but...
I mean, it could be made up, but I don't think so.
Well, then what do you think?
I'm trying to think about what is the difference between calling the dream symbolic or saying the dream means you're searching for something.
We'll talk through it. Don't just sit there quietly.
Yeah, no, I'm not just sitting here quietly. I'm thinking. How do I put this? Wouldn't it? I mean, the reason I don't know which one to pick right now is because saying you're searching for something, that would imply it's symbolic anyway. you're just saying it's specifically symbolic to this instant. It is symbolic, representing that you're searching for something. Does that make sense?
Yeah, but I think that's a little too deep.
Okay, so I guess the main difference is, do we want to be generic and just say it's symbolic, or be specific and say it means you're searching for something?
Don't rope me into that. I still say it's made up.
Alright, I will be generic and say maybe the dream is symbolic.
Yes, I suppose I follow that glow like people follow me. I still don't know what it means, though.
You okay with men buying you drinks? It's funny how she made it all about her again.
Yeah.
You okay with men buying you drinks?
It's just good manners to accept when someone offers to buy you a drink. I'm a very good-natured girl.
Why are you good-natured?
Don't you think I'm sweet, Doctor?
Oh, you manipulative. Ugh. Do people ever follow you home? Well, she just told us that they do. Do people ever follow you home?
To the beach.
Yes. They follow me home.
Okay.
They're silent. It's like a trance.
Do they follow you to bed?
What about the beach?
Yeah, let's ask about that first.
Yes, Doctor, sometimes they follow me to the beach, and the next thing I remember, I'm blacked out. And naked. Shivering in the sand. Who knows what happened to them?
She drowned them.
What'd I tell you? She's a siren. She's a mermaid.
And why is she saying shivering when she says the sun is so hot that she's all dry and her hair is dry? Well, I guess we already established that these people are unreliable narrators. Okay. Do they follow you to bed?
There was one guy. A real gym body. I let him into the bedroom, but nothing. Nothing I did would stop him just staring at me. It was creepy.
Well,
I got him to follow me outside, and then I just shut the door.
why? You said that normally they just bang on the door and leave. Why did you let him into the house if you were so creeped out? Yes, you're sweet. No, you're not sweet.
No, you're not sweet.
I'm gonna say that yeah. She's pissing me off a bit too. I feel bad for her, but you know.
I don't.
Okay, then.
Talk to me about Dekker.
Are we still talking about him? And I thought you were just interested in me, Doctor.
Did Dekker visit you at home?
Dr. Dekker suggested home visits. I think he was probably checking up on his investment. You're not thinking of doing home visits, are you, Doctor?
She looked a little nervous about that.
Yeah.
What does she mean by investment?
Say yes.
Say yes?
I think so. Just to see how she reacts.
I don't know, because if she's nervous about it, what if she claims up again?
Alright, well then don't listen to me, but...
No, I am listening to you. It's just, I don't want to be too aggressive with her. I know neither of us don't like her, but, you know.
I don't think that's being aggressive, though. I mean, allegedly we had Jaya text us her address.
That's true, so we can.
But how truthful do we want to be with her, though?
Well, I did say that I wanted to go see David.
Okay, anyway.
Claire's house. Okay,
Make a decision.
Yes, I'm thinking of doing home visits.
I can't afford any more sessions, so it sounds like you'll be paying. That's a date, isn't it, Doctor? I'm not sure that's appropriate.
You asked Dr. Dekker out for drinks.
On Valentine's Day.
All right, Elin. Do you know about the paper spike?
It's true then. I'd heard Dr. Dekker was stabbed, but I didn't know for sure. It's weird that whoever did it would choose the paper spike.
Why is it weird?
Dr. Dekker used to play with it in our sessions sometimes. You know, pick it up, handle it while we talked. I remember once, he pushed the spike through his skin. Yeah, this bit here between his thumb and his finger. He said he didn't think I'd mind the sight of blood being a nurse and all that, but actually, there wasn't any.
So I'm looking at the space between my thumb and finger. Yes, it's possible to push something through without it bleeding.
Hell no, it isn't.
Well, if you do it like at the tip, like it. You know,
No,
the top
Amanda,
of it.
anytime you cut your skin, it's gonna bleed.
Why wasn't there any blood from the paper spike?
I was a bit freaked out. At first, I thought it was a trick. A magic trick, you know? Like some kind of therapeutic test. Show the patient this retractable spike and see how they react. But it wasn't. The spike was real.
How do you know?
I mean, it's like when you cut your earlobe,
Dr. Dekker
Amanda.
gave me the paper spike to
Like when you
try.
get your ears pierced, is what I'm
It
thinking
wasn't
about.
fake. It was pretty sharp, actually. I don't know how he did it. He said he just thought that it wouldn't hurt him, so it didn't.
He thought it wouldn't hurt him, so it didn't.
So did someone stab him thinking it wouldn't kill him, but it did? How are you today?
I'm okay, I suppose. Work's fine. Hilda's fading fast. Terry's Terry. I feel a bit sad, to be honest. I gave all my keepsakes back.
Oh, why? Because we told her it was okay to keep the... Well, I told her it was okay to keep the locket in
Right.
that instance. Why did you give the keepsakes back?
Well, I thought about it. And well, I know you said it was okay that I should keep them, but maybe it did look a bit suspicious. Me having things that have belonged to patients who've died in my care. I don't want people to get the wrong idea about me. The locket, the watch, the ring, even the little bird Sarah Dekker gave me.
Okay, so she wasn't the one that gave her the locket, but... I will say, Elin, I think that's smart because like I said in the last video, that is ethically wrong. Okay, ethically ambiguous, I think. Okay. How's Hilda?
No!
Hilda's
Who's
nearly
Sarah?
dead. She's been sleeping a lot, not eating much. She hasn't been that argumentative either. Although, she did give me a vicious scratch yesterday.
Sorry, I was saving Sarah for later. Like maybe as a little bit end to the video kind of thing.
Alright.
Why did Hilda scratch you?
It was nothing. I was just trying to give her meds. It's hard, you know? I'm trying to help her, but she keeps fighting me. It'll be better after she's seen her daughter. I've decided I'm going to do it tonight. She hasn't got much time left.
I don't like that Elin is smiling through that.
Maybe she, in her head, it's like, I'm gonna do this nice thing for my patient.
Yeah, no, I absolutely agree that that's what she's thinking, but I feel like at that same time, if you're so fixated on what you think the right thing to do is that you lose a bit of empathy? I don't know.
I don't know either.
I don't know if that was the right way to put it, but I don't think she's being very empathetic.
Objectivity, I think is what you mean.
Yeah. Like she thinks this is how this is what will help her, but I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying. Okay. Do what tonight? Why do you feel sad, or how is Terry? Because I want to save Sarah Dekker for last.
Sure. Oh, do what tonight?
You know the answer to that, Doctor. What have we been talking about? What can I do for Hilda that will make it all better?
Pretend to be Hilda's daughter tonight. She's not gonna kill Hilda. That's her talent is pretending to be Hilda's daughter.
I still think she could kill Hilda.
Oh, I absolutely think she could, but
Then why'd you say she's not going to kill Hilda?
I think she could, but I don't think that's the right answer to the question. It's like what Nathan was asking about. Like, do you remember how I met Hannah? I'm going to pretend to be Hilda's daughter tonight.
I don't think that's okay.
That's the plan. I know. It sounds unbelievable, like I'm making it up. I wish I could prove it to you somehow. We could try shifting now. Think of someone you really love. It might help if you close your eyes. Are you thinking of them? Can you picture them? Okay, hold on. Oh, sorry. I don't think it's going to work. On the bright side, that probably means you're not going to die anytime soon.
Oh, is Elin going to pretend to be Hilda's daughter? What do you say when you shift?
It's tricky. I mean, I'll sound exactly like Hilda's daughter, but I try and keep it vague because I don't become her. I don't know what she would really say. I say things like, it's okay, don't be scared, I love you, Mum, or I love you, Dad. But it doesn't really matter what their relationship's like because it's not really them. I always do the Disney version. The best, most loving version. That's what my patients want to hear. And maybe deep down they know it's not the truth, but it's got to be better than the reality.
Something about that rubs me the wrong way. Why bother shifting if patients know it's not the truth? I mean, it sounds like a good thing on the surface, but it just sounds, the way she's saying it, I don't know, it's rubbing me the wrong way. Why bother shifting if patients know it's not the truth?
Does it really matter if it isn't the truth? Isn't it worth it if it brings them peace? Tell me honestly, Doctor, do you really think that what I'm doing is wrong?
I think it's wrong.
Seems so childish, like she doesn't really understand the impact she's having. Why do you feel sad? So I'm going to ask some other things first. Why do you feel sad?
I know it's silly, but those things meant a lot to me. They were reminders that I'd helped those people.
Is it really helping them, though? How is Terry?
Terry seems to have backed down since I gave the keepsakes back. Actually, it doesn't seem like she's been very well. Not her usual self. Maybe she's got a bug or something.
She's killing them. She's gonna kill Terry.
Yes, Amanda.
No, I mean, I think we already knew that she was going to be an arsenic and old lace kind of situation, but yeah. Okay, you want to say shifting is wrong?
I think so.
Yeah, I think she's definitely doing it to manipulate people. Because the way that she's putting it, on the surface, it doesn't sound bad, but it doesn't. Sorry, my business law professor would say, does it pass the smell test? And this doesn't pass the smell test.
So you're saying I should let Hilda die without seeing her daughter one last time?
She's not seeing her daughter. And this game was made before the pandemic. If Hilda's daughter was gonna come.
Well, no, don't let Hilda die alone. Like, is there a way to reach out to her daughter?
Yeah, just don't shift. Yeah, this is it. This is the manipulation, you know?
Right.
Because we didn't say let Hilda die alone. We just said it's wrong to shift to
Be somebody
become
you're
her
not.
daughter. Yeah. Okay, so you want to say no, don't let Hilda die alone? Because I feel like that's going to go back and encourage her.
I don't know. What do you think?
Let's, okay, I'll be yes and you'll be no, and we'll do rock, paper, scissors over it again.
All right, ready?
Okay, ready?
Yep.
Rock, paper,
Rock,
scissors,
paper,
shoot! What
I'm
are
scissors.
you? I'm paper.
Okay.
No, don't let
So it's a
Hilda
no.
die alone.
Good, because I really feel this is something I have to do. Like it's my calling or something.
Elin. Who is Sarah Dekker?
Dr. Dekker's mother. She was one of my first patients, but she died a while ago.
Why did you say I'm not going to die soon?
As far as I know, it only works on people who are close to death. That's the whole point of it. I have to hold their hand, and they have to think of the person, and they have to be near death. And those seem to be the 3 criteria.
Why didn't you want me to know about Sarah Dekker?
It just makes things complicated, doesn't it? I knew Dr. Dekker's mother before I started seeing Dr. Dekker. She's dead, and now he's dead. I'm sure you're going to have a field day with it.
Why would I have a field day with that? Oh, does she, yeah, like that we're gonna accuse her of killing them both? Is that what she means?
I don't know. I didn't really get what she meant.
Did you know Sarah Dekker was Dr. Dekker's mother?
Yeah, that's the reason I came to see him. I knew she was dying, but he refused to talk to me unless I booked a session, so I did. And well, here we are.
Why did Dekker refuse to talk about his mum?
I told Dr. Dekker that his mum was dying, that he should see her before it's too late. But he wasn't interested. It wasn't like he hated her. It was just like it wasn't important. He asked me to take care of it for him. He did send his assistant along to see her once. Sorry, your assistant.
What did... Oh, so is this how it started with him? Is this how he started, like, slowly descending into chaos? Because he told her to take care of it and then something happened to his mom?
I don't know.
What did Dr. Dekker mean by take care of it?
It was about the second, third session we had. He said he could tell that I was a good person, that I wanted to help people, and that I should think really hard about how I could do that. That's how I discovered shifting.
He told Bryce the same thing.
Yeah.
Was it Dr. Dekker's idea for you to shift?
All Dr. Dekker did was encourage me to think. But the shifting, that's all me. And my mum's a psychic, and my sister's an empath, but I was just ordinary. I always felt like I wasn't special, like I was missing out. But I wasn't. I just hadn't discovered what I could do yet. Sarah Dekker was one of the first ones I tried shifting for.
Okay, this is what it is. She's got this whole sweet act and all that just because she wants to feel validated. That's what I think.
Well, is it an act?
Well, she just seems so childlike, but she's a grown woman.
Well, maybe she was abused as a kid. Doesn't that stunt your emotional growth?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, and that's why I'm thinking that, you know, she, even if it's unintentional, like, it's still manipulation to try to, with, like, childlike reasoning for all of this. Like, the extremes, like saying, so Hilda should die alone because I can't shift? No, you can be there for Hilda without shifting.
Yeah.
She's
All
not
right.
alone.
Did she shift for Sarah, though?
I didn't really know what I was doing that first time. I mean, I didn't actually expect anything to happen. I just thought, what would really help this woman? I thought maybe she would just imagine that he was there. But it actually happened. I changed into him, Dr. Dekker. It blew my mind.
How was your mum's psychic?
My mum's got these spirit guides and they tell her things. Mostly about my love life, it would seem.
And we keep going back to the dating.
Even though she says she's married to her work.
Yeah. What's an empath?
To tell you the truth, I don't really know what an empath is. I should probably Google it sometime.
All right.
But your sister's an empath.
Empath essentially means that you feel other people's feelings.
Well, yeah, but it's like, but she doesn't know, but her sister is an empath. Even though she doesn't know what an empath is.
So she's just believing, so her sister says, I'm an empath, and she just believed it.
But if she has a family, no, that's not what I'm saying at all. It's like if she has a family history of some sort of spirituality or whatever, she should know. Anyway.
I think this is an indication that she's not empathetic. Maybe that's my armchair psychology burst of inspiration for the evening anyway to end this video.
All right. What do you guys think? Let us know down in the comments section below. Smash that like button if you like this video. And please subscribe to our channel if you have not subscribed already. But for now, I'm Emily.
And I'm Amanda.
We're Amadem, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye.
Bye.